Greetings everyone, my name is Buck Business, and welcome back to some more Diablo 2, where we'll be finishing off the third act. These two quests will go together as I complete them. So this area repopulated with these particular enemies repopulated. I did take some of them out before recording again, but a little bit of a hassle, not too much to deal with. Let's make sure to pick everything up. Ah, alright. So, we have reached a compelling orb, so we shall click on that, and that will allow us to gain access to these locked stairs. But before we venture in there, make sure my mana potions are all lined up, as well as my healing potions. Alright. And let's go. Alright, so that quest is actually done, but that is way too short. That would be way too short of a video if I just said, let's call it here. So let's actually end this act, shall we? And after that, it would appear that we will finally be able to head off to Diablo. So things have been moving relatively smoothly so far, anyway. This area can be pretty big from time to time, depending on the circumstances. Nightmare usually provides with that really big map, and that might actually be the case here, but I'm going to check really close to this area just to make sure that... Alright. Just to make sure that it isn't super close, because sometimes it tends to be the case, especially on normal, and I wouldn't want to be going all about this area, which might actually end up being the case, but only to find out that it would be relatively close. That would have been embarrassing. Alright. So I still have a bit of difficulty seeing my own health right now, by the way. The brightness went down on my screen in particular. Oh dear. I almost died. The no-death run was almost ruined by those little skeleton guys. They can be a very big nuisance, if not very careful, so that is something to definitely keep in mind as you are playing this game. Probably should have been more careful. A crystal sword, that would be more useful in multiplayer if it has 4 sockets, which it doesn't even, which usually is the case. They don't usually just hand that out this early in the game. At least from my experience, that's never been the case. So you have to depend more on transferring good weapons if you have multiple characters. So leave the bloody mess of these darn skulls to my mercenary. I like that he doesn't seem to appear to take as much damage toward that situation. So we're almost level 24, which means we can get a new fireball move, which is the meteor. So it would appear that this map seems to be relatively small-ish, because it actually was right here. It wasn't that far, as I expected. Of course, there's also a waypoint around here somewhere, so in this level. So we'll be looking around for that as well. So even if we find the 3rd floor, we'll be looking around for the waypoint as well, just so we can have that very completionist sort of style, I suppose, but... and what do you know, we are of luck, as we have managed to hit that before finding the 3rd level. Oh, very good. I actually like that a lot. So I'm not liking how many potions I've been stacking up over and over again. Alright, so now we can just pop up here and continue our journey forward. Let's check to the left. There seems to be nothing. A bunch of cadavers, which they look more like mummy-like characters, but they move pretty fast. We have Dark Lords, which are, I assume, dark wizards, essentially. Because they do seem to only fire fireballs, which is a sorcerer's skill. And what do you know? We have... Kill Mephisto is our quest. Teleport, make sure my mercenary is very close. And I know there's a tough enemy around here, around these parts. He sends electrical currents out, which makes him a tough enemy. I'm going to make sure I'm quite distant myself. I think I'm doing good right now. Let's pick up that ring. Alright, we're doing pretty good. I have another magical Wardervin something rather. Interesting enemy type with this is that even after death, their move still persists after death. I find that to be a unique trait, I think, of that enemy type. I think they're the only enemies that their moves linger on after death. I'm not 100% sure about that. Let's see, what does this ring give us? Nothing that great, so we'll sell it. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to, weaken Mephisto a bit. He's right up here. Alright. Oh boy. A heal up. I think my mercenary's broken. Oh, well, now he's dead. I thought that was very weird. Like, he had like 0 health, but he was still sticking around. I thought maybe he got stuck. I don't know. That was really weird. I don't think that's ever happened before. 3,000 to bring him back. That's not too bad right now. Let's see. He's level 20. Which is good. And Mephisto is doing big damage to him, but I got Mephisto in the process. Alright, but that didn't level me up, which is very interesting. I thought that would. So we've killed Mephisto. Quest completed. Well done, my friend. You are a great champion of order. Please consider yourself an honorary Iron Wolf. Alright. So I assume that is the group of the mercenary group. I think that's what they're called, probably. Make sure I'm stacked up and ready to go. Alright. There's still a few enemies here. Alright. Pick up everything. And we shall be on our way. Portal. Alright, that was pretty good. Act 4. The Act of Diablo himself. So again, apologies for cutting the last cutscene off, but that is what it is. So I believe that is the same guy that's been following Diablo all this way, and we know that's Diablo at this point. So I don't know who that is. Is that Iswal, or is that Mephisto's soul? Or is that the other one? Is that Bale? I'm not sure. There's like a creature to the left, and there's that creature in front of them. So they opened the portal. So that's all three of them, I think. I could be wrong. That could be someone else. So essentially, they break the seal. This guy thinks he's gonna do something about it. The darkness is escaping, and those poor souls, I think that's what those are. Alright. Quite a few noises in the background there. Apologies if you can overhear that, but there's like a truck out there. Let's see, so... Oh, interesting. This is causing one of them to suffer for it. Is that Diablo that's suffering? Yes, it is. So that's actually a part of his transformation. Ah, I see. So Diablo has been hiding his true form, and there we go. Diablo is now in his true form. He's much bigger. He doesn't need the cloak anymore. But based on their location, doesn't he get sealed in? So he just walks away while the other two are... Oh, so he goes in the portal. Oh, okay. Don't know what's being said, but... That's probably Bale, I assume. And he's like, don't fail me, or something like that. That guy's feeling like garbage because he's been the one following Diablo this entire time without even knowing it. Interesting. So, did the portal seal him when he went there? I don't know. So, here we are in Act 4. We didn't level up, which is unfortunate, but we could talk to both of these guys. Tyrael. It is good to see you again, hero. Mephisto's defeat is a great victory for the light. I knew you would eventually find your way here. The Pandorum's fortress is the last bastion of heaven's power before the gates of the burning hells. This place has been hallowed by the blood of thousands of champions of the light, many of whom were mortal like yourself. Now the final battle against the prime evils draws near, and you must face it alone. I have been forbidden to aid you directly, save you for a few bits of wisdom for this in its hour of mortal man's triumph, your triumph. May the light protect you and the powers of heaven shine upon your path. There is a dark, tortured soul who was trapped within the Forsaken Realm. Long ago, he was called Azul. By mortal men, in the ages past he was my most trusted lieutenant, yet, against my wishes, he led an ill-fated assault upon the fiery hell forge itself. Despite his valor and strength, Azul was captured by the prime evils and twisted by their perverse power. They forced him to betray his own kind and give up heaven's most guarded secrets. He became a corrupt shadow of his former self, a fallen angel trusted neither by heaven nor hell. For this transgression, Azul's spirit was bound within the form of a terrible creature which was summoned from the abyss. His maddened spirit has resided within the torture husk for many ages now. It seems to me that he has suffered long enough. I implore you, hero, find Azul and release him from this cruel imprisonment, but at an end to his guilt and suffering. Their time has come for you to destroy Mephisto's soul stone. Take the stone to the Hell Forge, place it upon the forge, and strike it soundly with the hammer. Only by doing this can you prevent Mephisto from manifesting in this world ever again. Alright, so we picked up 2 quests. We'll identify what we have. Pretty good helmets are here, so lightning resistance 13. Oh, so I'll put that on my head. Let's see, you have that, so I guess I'll give you that, even though it's the same. If I was a paladin, I would need those, but I don't. So we've picked up 2 more quests. And we'll sell everything we don't need away. There we go. Let's see. Nothing good here. What about you? What are you selling? Fire resistance. Yeah, I could use some fire resistance. 11, so I'll pick that up, even though it's lower than my armor. I'll probably need the fire resistance. Alright. Let's level up, shall we? Since we're like right there. Or right on the cusp of leveling up. So we'll do that, and then we'll call it here. So we have Venom Lords, who are these sort of mini like Diablo looking creatures. And what do you know, we actually did level up, so we'll clear out this area, just make sure we're not being attacked, and we'll head back into town right away. So we're going to spend our point in Meteor, which will give us a boost in fire skills. We'll continue to increase our health to 80. Everything looks good here. Alright, I'll call it here. So, if you like this video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, farewell everyone.